Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. We're live. Finally, I don't know what the hell happened there. I've never seen this before in my life. I hit StreamYard, I hit go live, and it's like, no, you can't go live. There's too much traffic right now. I'm like, okay, what the heck? I'm paying for this, paying for the premium. So anyway, I was on time. Sean was on time. We're on time this time, and now we're not on time. Now it makes me look like a goof. Anyways, let's get going here. So Sean and I attended this yesterday. It was pretty awesome. We're going to talk about it before we get into season 3. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about, of course, episodes 12 to 22. After this season 3 stream, there's going to be one more G1. Well, G1-ish, I guess, Sunbow. One Sunbow stream left, which will cover the remainder of season 3 and what we're calling season 4, which is really just 3 episodes of the rebirth or whatever with Headmasters. After that, we're going to do X-Men just because people are X-Men's big right now. People are pumped for X-Men 97. We're going to include 97. So we'll probably get through that pretty quickly, and then we'll see what we'll do after that. So one more Transformers stream to end off the Sunbow. Then we're going to do X-Men original animated series, do all of that. We'll do X-Men 97 as well. And then we'll see where it goes. We're going to continue on. We might go back to some more Transformer stuff too. So, all right. Of course, tomorrow is Fantastic Fridays. Tomorrow we got Namor. We got the Hate Monger with a twist. It's a twist. It's a M. Night Shyamalan twist of twisty twistedness. It's the twist of the twists. There's not a bigger twist than the twist that's happening on tomorrow. This is tomorrow. There's going to be a massive twist tomorrow. And if you're in the chat, don't look it up. Join us tomorrow to see who the hate monger is. You're going to be surprised because I actually was surprised. And I had read this issue before, and I think I blocked it out of my memory. And this isn't the first time I'm reading these. And I was like, oh yeah, I couldn't believe it. And then we've got the return of the Mole Man, and we got the return of Dr. Doom. So all that is happening tomorrow. Monday, we're back with the Legion live stream with 3, count them, 1, 2, 3, each are Superboy comics. And if you count the third one twice, then there's 4. But we're counting just those 3. We're going to do 3 Legion of superhero stories. We're excited to do those. Let's say, hey to the members. These are the Legionnaires, the channel members. We have Dan, Sean, Steven, Clobby, Brennan, Cliff. They've been around for a long time, so you already know them. R.R. Philip, Picasso, and Classic Comics. Classic and Picasso are... Picasso was a member, and then he rejoined, so thank you, Picasso. I appreciate that. All righty. Do we need a moment of silence? I guess we're done with this now. We don't need any more silence. We're done with that costume now. I'm going to delete that overlay. I don't need that. I don't want that stinking overlay messing with my my StreamYard here. That's probably why it was late to start because it was like it saw that Superman overlay. All right, let's bring in the one, the only Decepticon.
Hey.
Hello. Hey. I was watching that garbage Doctor Who, and there's a part where he's talking to this kid and he's like, there's only one of you, there's only one of her, there's only one of me. I'm like, there's literally 2 of you. You split 3 episodes ago into 2 people. You remember that?
Split. Yeah.
It's like there's 2 of you.
They never resolved that then? Or?
No, there's 2 of them running around.
Yeah. One gets humiliated a lot and the other one runs away all the time.
Right. That's what happens, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're on the same chat as I'm at. It's like, really? See, every time Sean and I go live, our group chat goes on fire, and then we all know who's not watching the stream. So yeah. I want to personally thank. We're going to go through all the people in the chat. We're going to thank all the people in the chat for being here. And Sean and I's personal friends are not in the chat, but they're messaging us garbage that we can't respond to because we're doing a live stream. So how you like them apples? Let's say, hey, FK was here first. Hail, Skeptic, thanks for dropping in, man. Who else we got? Anybody really know what time it is? No, we don't know what time. Anyone really care? Nope, that's true too. G2 is so weird. Well, we're not going to do G2 because it's just G1 with weird effects in it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
W Vogs 18, how's it going? Is this the first time? Is this the first time you're here? Thank you for coming in. You're just an R word. Black Doctor Who is best. Oh no, Black music is best. That's from a movie. Yeah. Just Joe. Good evening, everybody. Galvatron is better than Cyclonus as leader for the entertainment value. Yeah, because he's not a very. I haven't really. The problem is okay. So let's talk about this for a second. This is the kind of thing when you're a kid, you just like who you like because they just look cool. And that look, you're going by looks. Let's not pretend that there's anything else going on. We're like Optimus Prime, Superman, Lion-O, all these guys. They've got the red, the blue. It just pops. You like them. They look cool. They're their leader. They get shit done. You're with them. After that, you're like, oh, that guy looks cool. Or you owned the toy. So G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man. If you had the physical toy, you connect.
Like I'm Ram Man for life.
So. Ram Man, I like Ram Man. I had him too. My problem is I had all the He-Man toys, so I just kind of liked everybody. But you liked who you owned, right?
Yeah.
So there's those one or two guys like, yeah, man, Thundercracker, baby, and it's like, yeah, he's not as good as Starscream. No, Thundercracker's awesome. Like, you owned Thundercracker, didn't you?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
It's like, okay, I got you.
Puffer, yeah. It's like freaking Pipes. I had Pipes. I was like, Pipes, yeah. When Pipes is on the screen, I was like, oh, shut up.
It's Pipes. It's Pipes. Yeah, nobody cares about Pipes. Thundercracker. No, I like Thundercracker. I'm just saying Thundercracker because actually
Thundercracker's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Thundercracker.
Yeah.
No,
we'll get into it when we talk about these because the thing to me is that Ultra Magnus and Cyclonus are clearly the best. But what's funny is that they change Ultra Magnus's character from the movie. The same thing with Rodimus. Because Rodimus in the movie has a story arc. Right. He's a dumb kid in the beginning, fishing and stuff. He's like, whatever, I don't care about all this. And then he makes decisions and he's commanding guys halfway through the movie. And they're like, where did this guy get all his confidence? And then he's the leader. And then in the show, he's an idiot again. He's like, I don't know if I... It's like he's basically Act 1 movie of Rodimus, right? Or Hot Rod or whatever. And Ultra Magnus is the big indecisive guy in the movie. And here he's mega commanding guys.
Right.
It's weird, right? And Cyclonus, of course, is clearly the most the most like sensible of the Decepticons.
Cyclonus is awesome. He's one of my favorites. I have a few figures of him.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He was a tattoo consideration. I love Ultra Magnus.
You got him right there, man, on the screen.
Yeah. I've got I only have two G1 toys, Ultra Magnus and Chrome Dome.
I'm talking about the overlay though. Yeah.
No, that's why I put them there. Yeah. But I do have the movie. I have three Ultra Magnus figures. So it just looked cool. All right, let's quickly talk about is anyone going to want to see this Transformers 40th anniversary thing, because it's pretit awesome. So basically what it was the first 4 episodes of the cartoon, and so it was the three-parter, and then what was it called? Not Obsession. What was it called?
No,
oh
man, I can't remember.
One or whatever.
It's the first 4 episodes basically. So it's a 3-parter and then the one right after.
So the first one of the 3-parter is new audio dialogue. So the music is there. Yeah. The new audio is done by whoever was still alive.
Frank Welker. Yeah, Frank Welker. Peter Cullen. Galveston, I can't remember his first name, who did Bumblebee and everyone. Michael Bell, who's mega old here, man.
He
I
is
last time I
old.
saw him was like 10 years ago. He was fine, right?
Yeah.
But and other people filling in for folks that have passed on or
Right.
whatever. So no Casey Kasem, of course, and no Chris
No.
Latta. The guy who did Starscream did a great Chris Latta impression.
He
It was
did do a
so good.
great
You
impression.
were like, and he's acting too.
He's
So
acting. Yeah.
most of the screen is the cartoon, and then they'll have another screen, a smaller screen with the voice actor. So
Right.
that first episode is a table read with the voice actors, right? And it's cool to see like they had Peter Cullen and Frank Welker sitting side by side. That's awesome.
Right.
And you get to see firsthand that Frank Welker voices anything. He just, I mean, and he did the sound wave voice without the vocoder, so it's basically Dr. Claw. He's
Yeah.
like, Megatron, and it's but he'll switch because other guys are talking right after them
Yeah.
that he's voicing, so he'll switch like right on screen. It's kind of amazing to watch. Like it's real voice actors nowadays. Voice acting is done by celebrities that just want just an extra paycheck, like
Right.
Chris Pratt, like Chris Pratt discussing the voice of Super Mario.
Garfield and
It's
stuff.
his
And
voice. I don't know why you didn't do anything different.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, and I'm not against these people. That's fine, but there's it's not a voice actor. It's just me talking like, oh look, J-Man's doing the voice, and then I just talk, hey guys, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, oh, okay, you're not.
Yeah, there were in the 80s. There were a lot of people that were actors on screen that were also voice actors on the side, like a side hustle. Famously, Shredder was Uncle Phil from yeah, and he voiced him. Unlike anybody else, that was Shredder. It's like, I'll get you, turtles, like all that stuff. Dave Coulier, of course.
Yeah.
Was everybody.
From what's it called?
Full House.
Full House.
So yeah, so this thing was about 40 an hour and 40 or so.
Yeah, so the beginning was a lot of was toy commercials because
like 10 minutes of toy commercials and like some of the people from Hasbro Pulse talking about the new stuff coming out. And then after that, they showed a preview of season 2 of Earthspark, Transformer Earthspark. And it's so bad that like people behind us, I can hear them. Did you hear them? They were like, "This is awful." Like it is awful. And it's the new CGI show that they have. The CGI isn't great because there's no physics to it, and it looks very basic for something that's like brand new. There's like older shows that look way better than that. Anyway, there's that. And then the screen says 40 years before, and it's like, here's how it all began. So they show the first episode with the table read guys. And they have an introduction of each guy and what they're going to voice and everything. That's really cool. Then for the rest of it, it's the original audio and you're watching the cartoon. Of course, it won't fit a real like movie screen, so it's most of the screen, and then what it can't fill is filled up with like decorations that look like Teletran 1.
Yeah, so it looks like you're looking at it through Teletran 1. So that here,
read, yeah.
I wonder if I could save this image and put it on. Yeah, I can. And then here's what it looks like normally.
Yeah.
It's an A. Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, the new show might be Canada G1. I don't know. It's the same characters, but it's just all weird designs. Optimus looks awful. Like he looks really bad.
All right. So when they were doing the table read, so episode 1 looked like this.
Yeah.
So you'd see Frank Welker talk, and then it'd cut to, I don't know the fellow who did Starscream, not Chris or whatever, but whoever his replacement was, talking. So that's what you'd see. So it'd be like they're doing stuff and then they're talking on the side. And then the normal episodes were this, and they got rid of the intro. So there was no intro, and the end credits were sped up.
Yeah, they only showed the intro for the first episode.
Right.
The end credits were sped up, not for the first episode though. No. So you see everything. It looks to me like what they did was they took the Hasbro Pulse versions, which are currently not on Hasbro Pulse, those 4 episodes, and they just put them on the screen. What I'll say is it looks colorful and bright. It looks good. It's not as sharp as I'd like it I think when you blow it up that way, it's a little fuzzy. You don't really notice it unless you're really looking.
Right.
And the audio was, I mean, it's in that movie theater sound system, so
It's loud,
it's super
man.
loud. When the space bridge, I don't know if anyone remembers the space bridge in the first few episodes of that, it rumbles. The rumble is really ominous. Like
Oh yeah.
I noticed. I've seen these so many times. I noticed details in this that I noticed before. Like there's an extra gray jet in one shot. It's just another guy, you know.
There's tons. There's like 2 Starscreams. At one point, there's like 3 Thundercrackers or something. Like, what?
And you see that all the time, but like, well, I'll say too is the theater itself was pretty good. Like, there's a lot of people there.
It was
wasn't packed, but it was a lot. There's a lot of people, and there was a mix of like geeks like us, you know, without kids, and then there's like families with kids, and the kids were reacting to it. I mean, they laughed at some things that I thought was weird too, but but they were into it, you know, like when Optimus is rolling down, like he gets caught in that explosion. I heard kids go, "Oh, what?" You know, like it's pretty cool. Like it is dramatic when they're rescuing Spike from the space bridge. It's pretty dramatic stuff. It's a lot more action packed and dramatic than today's cartoons. They showed for Earthspark, they showed an action scene, and I have no clue what the stakes are. It's just like guys fighting, but I don't know why or what they're doing. I don't really care.
Right.
And here it just seems like they're just introducing characters through this fight, but here it's like, you know, that they're trying to destroy that bridge. You know, they're trying to you know, prevent Megatron from flying off of Earth to Cybertron with all this technology and stuff. You know, like when Mirage is the MVP at the end and saves the day. That's pretty awesome, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty cool to see this on the big screen like this. I don't know if they'll do this for other Hasbro cartoons, or it'd be awesome, but I don't think so. Transformers is so big that they can do this. I'm grateful that they did. I encourage anyone to go out and see that. If you're a super fan, this is awesome.
I'd like to point out it's half the cost of a normal so Sean and I always go to IMAX.
Yeah.
IMAX in Canada is $27.
Yeah.
This was $14. So I don't know what a normal movie ticket is and how much lower that is than a normal movie ticket.
What it is, yeah.
But it wasn't. I mean, from what we normally pay, it wasn't that much. It was definitely worth it. It's just worth it to see the cartoon with like the sound and everything is crazy, and to have the table read is pretty neat. So I thought it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Right.
Once again, I think it's awesome they did this. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Starscream's Ghost, baby. This is the first. We're starting off with a big one. Okay, so Octane. They're thinking he's a traitor. Blah blah blah. He's rescued by some aliens. And he's being attacked. I'm just trying to see there's the pig guys. Is this the first appearance of those pig guy thingies? I don't know what they're called.
Which pig guys are that?
Those. Oh gosh, let's see.
Because the Scuzoids have been in it.
Have they been in it?
Oh yeah, they were in like the Five Faces of Darkness.
Oh, they were in it. No, not this guy. Where is he? What are they called? Hey, Comic Relief Crusader.
Scuzoids.
Let's see. Is that what they look like? Let me see. Scuzz. How you spell it? Scuzz. 2
Z's oids.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, they've been around.
Okay.
They're in the Energon universe special.
Okay.
Like you read it.
Oh no! I meant they're in the cartoon. They're in this episode.
Yeah, but in the cartoon they've been in this before.
Okay, yeah. What other good stuff happened here? Starscream. I just made a note that Starscream's Ghost takes a while to show up. It's about halfway through, but then
we'll get to it with Ghost in the Machine. But I
Yeah.
always thought of Ghost in the Machine. I always, when I think of Starscream's ghost, I thought that was Starscream's ghost, like the episode.
Oh,
It
right.
might as well be
Yeah.
because it's all about the Starscream's ghost.
Yeah, and they go into the tomb, and Cyclonus and Scourge and all those guys. They're like, oh, and then so he possesses Cyclonus, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this one was neat, having the tomb and like, oh, what's going on, and the guys are all scared and everything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, it's Starscream. Let's go. It's not showing me. I want to see episode Starscream's Ghost. I know I spelled it wrong, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Come on. This thing sucks so badly. It gives you like 2 tries to like. All right. Trying to find. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Was this it? No, this is when Octane. Oh yeah, he turns traitor, right? And then they're all pissed off at him. Yeah,
Right.
Here you go.
Yeah. Well, he was a train, like in that Triptychon episode. That's what they're
right, but he wasn't that. He wasn't really a big traitor. He tried to like help or whatever. What a bunch of crap. Galvatron's a meanie.
I know. But yeah, so my notes were so this is written by Megan McLaughlin. I don't know. This season was animated by a bunch of different animation studios. This one is ACOM, like this episode. So Octane still has a Decepticon logo, even though he's hanging out with the Autobots. Another Sandstorm appearance, that's cool. Just try and push those figures. Between Astro Train and Octane, Galvatron has the worst luck with triple changers because they always turn traitor on him or something. Right. Another Scuzzord appearance. Thundercracker is confirmed dead. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I thought he was one of the sweeps or something, but
no, the sweeps are the Insecticons.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I know. At one point, Jets die when Unicron closes his mouth and like they're flying towards his mouth and he
chomps them or whatever. Yeah, they showed. You got to see I was gonna like do a pause and like get everyone's like try to figure out who like get all the names or whatever.
Yeah.
I was hoping they'd have a screenshot of it, but they actually don't. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Someone hasn't taken.
Scourge and the sweeps are useless. Even giant powerful robots are afraid of ghosts, I guess.
Yeah, that's weird.
I love Cyclonus saying "Stop cowering like a pocket computer." I like that.
Yeah.
Cyclonus possessed by Starscream. That's awesome. How is Sandstorm's helicopter mode operating in space? Because it's like there's no wind up there. Galvatron wants to fight hand to hand with a giant cannon attached to his arm.
Yeah.
That was weird. Scourge possessed, that's cool. And the segment at the end of this is the Autobots one. I think this is the first appearance of the Autobots segment. It highlights Skylinks, Blur, Cup, Wheelie, Springer. They only say that Springer has a mighty helicopter form. He's a triple changer. So
right, yes, that's right.
RC and Rekgar. And it introduces them as characters the Autobots have reunited from across the galaxy because I guess they're trying to address like they just show up in the movie. It's like Cup is supposed to be an old timer and we never saw him. So they're saying here that they were scattered, I guess, across the universe and are reunited by this war or whatever. I don't know, whatever.
So whatever the excuse to get more guys in there is all that's
Yeah, the thing about the segments, I don't know if maybe the because I'm watching them off of YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if those versions don't have all the segments. I remember more segments than these because they repeat segments after this. I remember an Ultra Magnus segment where it was just about him.
Maybe
I don't know where. Maybe in the last 9 or so we'll see them. But yeah,
we still have a few ways to go. I wrote that there was cool aliens. Got to see some different aliens.
Yeah,
I like the fake torturing of them. Like, hey, pretend you're getting hurt. Or
yeah.
That was kind of funny. Starscream, his ghost gets out and he possesses someone else. So it's it's not just a one episode. Starscream's ghost now is a character that reappears and stuff.
Yeah, it's funny. He possesses Scourge at the end of this, and then in the beginning of Ghost in the Machine, he possesses him again. So yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Isn't it? It's probably better for Starscream to remain a ghost rather than to get his body back, because that's one of the episodes we'll cover.
Yeah.
But this one was pretty neat. This week we have a few that are actually kind of neat, and there's some that you could just totally skip that are just pointless. There's some that you could skip that are pointless, but they're kind of fun to watch because they're so goofy, like Megatron getting therapy, which is
they're high science fiction, and we'll get to that therapy one. Goddamn, but but yeah, I have a lot to say about that one. But anyway,
all right.
Yeah, but I mean, Madman's Paradise, is a weirdo one. But it's all cool science fiction. I'll just say this: Flint Dille said this in one of the special features for one of the movie discs. He said that like they tried to grow the franchise with the kids, but I don't think he understood that like season 1 was for 6-year-olds. And so when this came out, you were 8. You're still a kid. You're not you're not that mature, so anyway.
Yeah, I see. Like for me, I still like all of these.
Yeah,
like to me,
cool. Yeah.
If you like to me, G1 was the Sunbow era.
Yeah,
it's only now in this late hour, no, but only later when you start buying the DVDs, you're like, oh yeah, Headmasters, yeah, I gotta get that. You go, oh yeah. You gotta get that, and then it's like, oh, Super God Master Force. Oh, well, yeah, shit, I gotta get that set. And it's like Victory. Oh crap, I gotta get Victory. And you know what I mean? And then you're like, wait a minute, I'm buying everything now. Yeah. And then we had that discussion of when does G1 end? And then like everyone's got their own answer.
Yeah.
Like some people tapped out after the movie.
Yeah.
You just say, oh, the movie until all are one. We unleashed the power of the Matrix. We lit the darkest hour. It's finished. We're done. It's like, oh, you could conclude it, right? You could conclude it. I mean, you could conclude it after 3 episodes if you want.
Well, in the fan commentary for the movie, I don't know if you ever listened to that, but one guy was like, right when Galvatron steps on the coronation crown, he said that right there is the end of G1 for me, because that Starscream was the last guy, the last holdout. And after that, it's like, after this, it's like Galvatron and like Rodimus. That's not G1 to me. That's still G1. But the thing is, like these episodes, I wasn't a big fan of a lot of this because it is very different than season 1 and 2, in that like the Decepticons aren't as with it as they used to be. They used to always be, well, we made fun of this where it starts out with them already working on something,
right?
Or working on a plan, or working on a machine, or working on a heist or something. And here they just sort of trip over things. It's like, oh, a planet, full of energy, I guess, they're not that forceful. And Rodimus, like more and more, he's like, oh no, if I can really shut up. How long are you gonna deal with this? It's kind of weird. It's not
the quintessons. They're the big.
Yeah, they're the big overall, and that's an interesting idea, right?
Right.
It's like in Madman's Paradise. I remember at the end. Well, I'll just say this for that episode. I remember at the end where it's revealed that guy's a quintesson. That's pretty cool. But yeah, they're the big orchestrators. But then it's like, well, what's really their goal? They want Cybertron back or something, but at one point they want to blow it up, or, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Joe's saying for him, it should have been after Return of Optimus Prime, which won't be in that'll be in the next. Well, yeah, because then Prime dies in Headmasters, doesn't he?
Yeah, but kids didn't know that here.
Right. So I think we are going to go back and do I think I want to have a break. I want to finish the return, and then to most people that will be G1.
Yeah. Even like the Rebirth.
Rebirth. That's what I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll do Rebirth. That to most people that'll be G1.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to take the break. We're going to do X-Men. and then we'll come back after X-Men, and then maybe we'll do Headmasters, or we could try G.I. Joe, or we could try Transformers or something else. We could do a few in between until we come back.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure that we at least finish what most, talking to a guy on the street, what's G1? Oh, well, Rebirth. Okay. You could make an argument for the movie, people tapped out. It is definitely different. I like these a lot because to me, this is like a sci-fi show. Now we're getting more into this is like what a Japanese kind of anime show would be more about, right? Like these kinds of stories.
But then Headmasters was really dark. But we're forgetting the comics was its own continuity, and the toys were its own continuity too. Power Master Optimus Prime is Optimus Prime. Whereas in Super God Master Force is not. It's some other guy.
That is so weird to me. I know. Yeah. And I don't have very good memory of any of these. I never saw any of these, obviously, as a kid. I didn't see anything past Rebirth.
Yeah.
And then when G2 came out, I was super pumped. I'm like, this looks like the same cartoon. I was so stunned. I'm like, what is this?
Why didn't they just do the toys were different? I don't know why they couldn't just do a new cartoon. Is were they that cash strapped?
I think some of the colors looked weird though, and it's just weird. They repainted some of them, right? It's weird.
Megatron in the toys was now a tank, and he wasn't in G2 because it's just this.
It's G1, yeah. G2 is just G1 or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, surprise party. They want to know what Ultra Magnus's birthday is, so they could throw him a surprise party. That's cute. So it's Daniel's birthday. Blah blah blah. They've got the peace conference. We got to see Carly in this one, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. It's definitely established that she's the mom.
Yes.
So that's good. They go to the archives. I love that the archives have those robot guards and stuff. They're kind of neat. Then there's the asteroid that's gonna hit Cybertron. We have a good Cyclonus versus Ultra Magnus. And then at the end, they're just like, well, today's my birthday because I don't know when it is. So there you go.
Yeah.
They're like, sure. I love Ultra Magnus. I think he's cool. In the IDW comics, they write him as very, very just strict and unfun and just no, just buy the book. Here's what we have to do. And he's kind of, and then him and Rodimus. Rodimus is the cool, fun guy. And that's how they kind of butt heads a little bit. But in this one, he seems like a pretty cool guy. I kind of like this Ultra Magnus, but this one, I thought this is okay. Wheelie, ever since you revealed that Wheelie toy to me, I can't. I just oh dear, I can't get it out of my head. It's like a nightmare. I had a nightmare that there's a giant Wheelie toy. Oh no. What's FK saying here? Too many things opening up on my internet. Closed you all by mistake. Oh, bad internet. Thanks for reopening us.
I wrote, it's written by Steve Mitchell and Barbara Petty, animated by Sei Young Animation Company. Ultra Magnus is depicted more as a selfless hero in these, like an awesome dude. There's a lot of humans in the Cybertron Record Center. I guess there's more exchange of, culture or something going on. Ultra Magnus versus Cyclonus, that was awesome, as you said. And a peace conference looks like it's hosted by the Autobots. So this is they've been doing this in the past season 3 episodes we saw too. The Autobots are these UN-like peacekeepers that hold peace talks and and hold the universe together as one sort of nation kind of thing. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's what they depict more and more and more here. So.
Yeah, with and on their off time, they fight the Decepticons for control of the planet. So this one is cool. Got to see Carly. I was actually excited to see her because I was we didn't see her in the movie. It was nice to see her here, so we know.
Yeah, she's more in in one of these. I can't remember. Is it Nightmare Planet, where she takes more?
Yeah. She's around. Yeah. We've been spending most our lives living in a madman's paradise. We fought Merlin once or twice, living in the madman's paradise. Alrighty, Madman's Paradise. Carly's in this one. So we have Grimlock and Daniel. They go to this weird planet. There are a lot of cool aliens. There's the gold wizard people versus the red wizard people. This is like this is like House of the Dragon coming up. Rewind. Did we see Rewind before? I can't remember.
I have a lot to say about that because
so I'll let you say. I'll let you go through that. Pretty good battles here, and like I like how Grimlock's just like we're getting right into battle. Then there's the whole the wizard was tricking you. It's not really him. People were getting killed. I noted that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they slip it by, but it's
they do slip that by.
Guys die here, man. Yeah.
What the heck happened there? Yeah. I love how they're fighting on the wrong side. You're fighting the wrong side. I was like, well, we just kicked the shit out of a bunch of guys. Oops, sorry about that, guys. And the quintessons are in there, and you got the dragon kind of there. It's like a weird RPG. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons ish kind of thing, but like
someone had a campaign the night before, and then
someone played. It's like had a campaign. They're I'm going to use this and transfer. I don't have a script. I'm just going to use this as a script here.
Well, I kind of like that. Decepticon Raider and King Arthur's Court from season 2, I think. That was fun because you got to see a whole bunch of Toei animation for like Merlin and all that, and castles and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And this is a cool look. They're walking around like
you got this cool like the D&D like castle on a big like mountain or whatever.
My nephew has
prince or whatever. Yeah.
And my nephew has a Grimlock toy. I don't know if you've seen these. It's one transform. Yeah. So he's little. He's like 4.
Yeah.
So it's like so you go like this, and you just go, and it all like clips together and becomes Grimlock, and then you just go like this, and it goes, and it becomes the robot.
That's cool.
I'm like, this is awesome. I was gonna steal it from him. I'm gonna steal this from me. I was like, do you want this? I'll take it. It's like. I'm like, I'm going to collect the whole series of these. It's wicked. It looks really cool. They're very sturdy. I play what I call adventure game. They just say, let's play adventure, and it's really Dungeons and Dragons. I have a D20, but like it's a big D20, like a kid one, so they can roll that, and then they're like, I rolled a 3, and I'm like thinking, you're dead, but whatever. I'll pretend you're not. I'm like, that means you could do 3 moves or something. Make up stuff. And then so we get to pick who we want to be, whatever toys they bring. So I got to be Grimlock in one of the adventures. That was kind of cool. Anyway, so so go ahead. Give me your thoughts.
Which one's this? Hold on, I lost my place here. This is Madman. Okay, so it's written by Craig Rand and animated by Toei. So showing the Autobots more as an intergalactic UN like political entity with their I can't remember what they're doing here. They're just like they're hosting this other alien species on their planet.
Sure.
But their planet has this weird teleportation thing to other either dimensions or time on its own planet. I don't know. Anyway, so they have to figure that out, right?
Right.
You didn't tell us about this shit. Anyway.
What the hell?
What the hell's wrong with you? Sunbow and Toei are able to stretch their imagination with like the bat creatures, the tree centaurs, lightsaber boomerangs. That was fun. So Carly is in this and she does a lot. Steeljaw, Ramhorn, and Rewind. So Rewind, if I remember correctly, is the black cassette. So they show the blue cassette first. So they show Steeljaw, Ram, whatever the hell, Ramhorn, and the blue cassette, and that's really Eject. But they call him Rewind. And then later on, when he's deciphering the hieroglyphs, then he's the real Rewind. So I don't know, whatever. They got mixed up with their cassettes. It's the same exact thing, but it's just like a different color, right? So
Rewind is I don't have Rewind, but I would like to get him because he's Chrome Dome's. They're like they have a relationship in IDW.
I had Rewind as a kid.
So
he
that's
came
cool.
with Steeljaw. Yeah, he was awesome. And I liked his transformation too. So because the head clicked into place when you put the shoulders in, you pop the shoulders out, and the head.
And it popped out. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Sean and I both own Thundar Blu-ray. I think Clobby wants to do that with us, so we have to figure out a day where he can come on.
Yeah.
In Humanoids, I don't own. I don't think that's available to own.
No, it's not, but I have it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Sean will have to loan me.
I also have it as a digital, so if you want.
Yeah, so I'll need that. I might need that. I might not. You may have already given it to me. So we'll do in Humanoids. We can for sure do easy.
Yeah.
Thundar, we're gonna wait for Clobby because we kind of talked about that privately, and he I think he would have a lot of fun coming on with us for that one. So
yeah. So I also wrote like 2 warriors burned to death. There's the one tree centaur that gets cut in half and dies.
Right.
So yeah, they die.
Yeah.
We'll get into more of that. Like I'll say this right now for Rebirth. They gloss over the death of the aerial bots and that spoilers. To the point where like 20 years later when I rewatched it on DVD, I was like, wait a minute, the aerial bots died. Like what? It's like
I like the aerial bots.
Yeah, they're not coming back. It's like they're dead. It's like what the hell? Like 6-shot kills them. So anyway, more Ultra Magnus as leader. He's more of a leader here than Rodimus is. And the segment is a rerun of the Decepticon segment. So yeah.
Yeah, I like the aerial bots. They really grew on me in They're Dead, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just finished season 2 of Star Trek. I'll post that review hopefully tomorrow at some point. I'm going to be posting a review of The Last Kumite. Hopefully tonight. Transformers. What's the next one called? Nightmare Planet.
Yeah.
Nightmare Planet. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man?
Hey, Chris.
I'm going to try to make it Wednesday, baby. I got to show everybody the David autographs I got. So I got to make sure I got to show everybody. And I got to, Sean and I were at the Transformers event last night, so I couldn't come on. But guys, check out Chris's channel. Just click his thing and make sure you're subscribed to him. And you should probably, if you like comics, you should probably become a member of Chris's channel because he does these Comic Army box giveaways and they're effing insane. Like there's zero chance of me ever giving away this much stuff. It's like I'm looking at Chris's stuff that he gives away. I'm like, there's literally zero chance that I'm ever giving away that much stuff. Like ever. It's never happening. It's like I like everything too much. It's like I'm like, no, I can't do it. It's like, oh, here, let's put this cycle. I have 3 of these, and I'm not giving any of them away. I don't care. I have 3 Cyclopses. I'm not giving them away. I don't.
You'll
care.
be visited by 3 spirits, and they'll tell
no,
you.
I'll kick the crap out of those spirits. I'll tell you that. Those spirits aren't going to do shit when they come over here. Next one is Nightmare Planet. Now, there's a few of these that I thought were pretty damn awesome. Let me take a look. I can't remember. That Dweller, the last one of tonight for me
is a precursor in Humanoids. Like,
shit.
It was literally horror. Like they filmed it like it was a horror movie.
It was a horror movie. I couldn't believe how awesome it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nightmare Planet. Oh, this is the dream one. So Daniel's having bad dreams. Come on, Daniel.
Yeah.
And he's having bad. So this was so weird to me. Like there's a lot. Hey, Ronald, thank you so much for popping in. We appreciate it. Yes.
Hey, Ronald.
Let us know in the chat if anybody went to that Transformers 40th anniversary. We talked about it earlier today. It was awesome. So I was a bit confused on this one. It's like they're projecting his nightmare to everybody, or I couldn't tell.
I don't know because it's not clear.
No,
it's not clear if everyone, if all the Autobots are in Danny's dream. Like I have a whole bunch of shit written down for this.
Okay, so hold on. Before you write this, okay, I was thinking it's like Dream Warriors. So Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 and Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, Kirsten in Part 3 and Alice, who inherits Kirsten powers because she dies, in Part 4 can suck people into her dream to help fight against Freddy. But I don't know if that's what's going on here. It seems there's a lot of cool things going on, like this thing where friggin' Springer's riding the Predaking guy around. That's super pumped up.
It was cool, yeah.
Like they're fighting monsters. It's really neat.
They have to team up and stuff. It's like, well,
that's
maybe
cool.
dream or I don't know. Yeah.
But I couldn't tell what was going on. It's a quintesson thing. The only thing we know for sure is that they've captured Daniel. They're giving him these dreams in order to like test their level, like how far they can go with it, and can they can control stuff. And Daniel is fighting against the technology by giving the Transformers certain perks or whatever to try to defeat these monsters. You got the new issues. Oh, Sean and I've got all the issues of Transformers. They didn't publish my letter, but G.I. Joe did publish my letter. So I had to say G.I. Joe's better. Sorry, it's
Larry Hama's like, oh, who's this J-Man guy? And
Larry Hama's like, wow, this guy really likes my comics. Like, oh, that's right, because if you post my letter, I'll shill for you. No, I won't shill for anything less than money. Money and I'll shill. Buy whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah,
Star Wars is good again. Nobody would believe me though.
Yeah. You gotta spit. You gotta spit when you say it.
You gotta. Just as a side note, there's this guy who does. I'm not gonna promote this person's channel because I don't know if he does anything that I would be against.
Yeah.
So I only promote channels of the people that I trust. But he does this shill Star Wars video reaction of people. He all he does is put all of the people's reactions together as one video. It's absolutely incredible. I have cried my eyes out. It's so funny. They're like, oh, and it's like, oh, and it's like, and then
overreacting. I'm a lifetime Star Wars fan, and I don't act like that.
Yeah, I like. Why are they acting like fools? And they're like, oh my god, it's lightsabers. It's like, yeah, we've seen them before. I own a lightsaber right there.
I literally have a picture of me waving around one when I was 4. So
I don't understand. It's so funny. Anyways, all right. So what are your notes on this episode? This is a crazy one.
So written by Beth Bornstein and animated by Toei. The quintesson judges make an appearance. They're cool. Been showing the scientists and stuff I
like that.
And there's one episode coming up where they have different kinds of guys.
Yeah,
yeah.
I need the quintesson super pack. I actually went online to see if I could find like a quintesson pack with a couple of Sharkticons.
Yeah.
Dude, where's my quintesson pack of all of each guy? That'd be sick.
They didn't make quintessons until one of the Unicron trilogy had a quintesson character, and so they made him. But I was like, make these are iconic characters from your own thing. They're in your movie, and you didn't make figures then. So anyway, season 1 and 2, Spike makes a cameo. He's in the dream. And I can't remember what character. Springer's like, oh, that guy looks familiar. It's like, well, not to you. You weren't in season 1 and 2. So.
Oh no, fact checks.
I guess the princess is Carly. I don't know. I think the princess was supposed to be Carly.
Okay.
It's often unclear what the stakes are. Is this all in Danny's mind? Are the monsters real? Were the Transformers fighting the fantasy characters projected into the real world? We don't really know. Does the ending suggest that the whole episode is a dream with a wink that perhaps it wasn't? I don't know. Whatever. It's like, there's 2 segments because I guess they came up short. So there's a rerun of the Quintesson segment and a rerun of the Decepticon segment. Right. I do like those segments. I love, I can't remember that guy's name, Petroli or something like that. I love his voice. It's very classically Transformers.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm trying to look at the
all fan made. I don't know what that is.
This looks real. This is real.
What they made? Why don't I own this? Earthrise.
Yeah, it's from the. Let me see.
Oh, for F's sakes, really? I want a Quintesson.
It's like it's very expensive though.
No,
your best bet is this.
Yeah, the fake one.
No. This isn't fake. This is on Amazon for $25 right now.
Super 7. That's why. Okay,
it's Super 7, so he won't transform.
I'll get it.
Yeah, that's available right now. $25.
You know, the thing is, as a kid, I to me, what you need to do is like make those faces rotate like Triclops, It's like
Yes.
you can rotate them and stuff like. Because
Yeah, this one you have to just
you're
turn.
innocent, like innocent. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, this one you have to turn. You just have, but that's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Super 7, so it'll probably break immediately.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, this episode was weird. I couldn't tell. Yeah, are they in his mind, or is he projecting the monsters into the real world, but then projecting other things? I think that's what they're trying to say. I think it's in the
that
real
because
world.
towards the end they're kind of outside that area, and
Right.
it looks like everything dissipated, like it was fog or something. So I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, quintessons are awesome.
Yeah, they
With the
might
sharp
be in
ones.
Transformers One. So they played a truncated version of the trailer as part of the commercials in the beginning of that Transformers 40th anniversary thing in the theater,
Yeah.
and seeing it blown up, they look more like quintessons to me than ever. They look like the
No, it's the quintessons, 100%.
yeah.
100%. It has to be. Well, who else is it?
Yeah, who's not excited for that? People who are like, well, it's kind of like Toy Story. Is like, you're not a fan, man. I kind of want to see this. It's gonna well, I don't know if those guys will be in it.
No, but no, this is, well, definitely this guy's in it.
Yeah, something like that, or maybe the scientists or something. They
We need to see the hierarchy.
But the thing is, they're called quintessons because the main guys are 5 face guys, so they
Right.
need to do that, right?
So it's Dallas season now and Newhart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Newhart was like, oh, all that entire series was a dream or whatever.
Yeah,
That
it was a
funny.
dream. Yeah.
Giant Rodimus Prime. Good job. Yeah, I know. Yes. Yeah. He imagines a giant one or whatever. Yeah. All right. So that was, next one is Ghost in the Machine. This is the one that you thought was Starscream's Ghost. Ghost in the Machine. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, this one is pretty badass though.
It's awesome, yeah. Well, you must undergo 3 labors. Like, oh yeah,
I love. Yes, okay. So Starscream and Scourge, Ghost Machine by the police. Yeah, okay, that's right, by the police. Go. They go on the big mission. The 3 labors. Eyes of Metroplex. I love how they break one. They got to get. Then they go to Trypticon to get another one.
Yeah.
What else? Trypticon. Yeah, the Transformer cog. They have to get the transformation cog. And they gave Unicron his new eyes. They turned him on. I mean, this one was just pretty badass. Starscream gets the new body.
Yep.
So I can't remember. Did he get the new body and get away, or
he got away at the end? They shoot him, and it's implied that they just like kill him immediately after he got his body.
Yeah, but I don't think so. It didn't look the same. It didn't look like that.
Yeah, I don't think he comes back. But like, chat. Do you remember if they did a Starscream's ghost thing in Beast Wars? I think they did.
They did.
Where he's floating around, and then he inhabits people's bodies in one of the episodes of Beast Wars. So he's a ghost again or something.
Unless he's just in
possession. Yeah, he possesses Waspinator. Yeah, so that was a thing. So I think they shoot him and kill him again, and then he becomes a ghost again, and he goes to Beast Wars, even though Beast Wars takes place in a prehistoric Earth. Spoilers, but
I must go to Beast Wars now and be cool in that show.
Yeah.
Did you like this one?
It's pretty cool. As I say, like I always thought this was Starscream's Ghost. I forgot that there was a whole other episode where they introduced his ghost. So written by Joey Kurihara, Pedra, I don't even know who that is, Michael Charles Hill, animated by Acom. So this is the episode I always remember, the Starscream's Ghost. Okay, I always remember this. When Metroplex is going berserk, he shoots Powerglide, and Powerglide says, "I don't believe it," and then he gets shot, and he says, "Metroplex shot me." It's like, well, what didn't you believe before you got shot? Like,
oh no, they flubber.
Decepticon battle chargers appear in this, Run Amok and Runabout. At least they make an appearance. If you had the toys, you'd be like, yeah, and you dig them up. They're on the screen. So that's cool.
They get possessed Trypticon. Just be Trypticon all the time.
I know. Yeah, he possesses Trypticon at one point. So yeah, Starscream's Trypticon. The scale of Unicron's head is all over the place. Just
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
disaster.
It's unclear if Starscream died yet again by just being shot at in space. And this episode makes clear that the Autobots are afraid of going to Unicron's head. At the end, Rodimus like, oh, it's okay, we'll get new optic things. I just as an aside, I think I mentioned this in another episode later on, but there's a lot of episodes where they have to retrieve transforming cogs.
Yes, I know.
It happens a lot in this season. It's like just something. It's like the holodeck in TNG. It's just something they just gravitate to, and that's something we never had in season 1 and 2. But here it's like we gotta get the transforming cog from either Metroplex or Trypticon. Yeah,
whatever story we need. Oh well, I can't come up with a story. Just it's a transformation cog. Oh, okay, we'll get that.
Yeah, and in Five Faces, they even forget that they even set that up in the first episode. Like, oh shoot, Skylinks has to retrieve the transforming cog. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, we got to get back to that storyline.
Yeah.
Conclude it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the best one ever. Web world.
God. I got a lot to say. Anyway.
Oh, I don't know. I don't understand why this lets me search, for 2 episodes and then it gets all wonky. So they're all tired of Galvatron's bullshit, and they're like, it's bullshit. Galvatron's bullshit. So they go to that what was it called? I could not. I felt like they pronounced it differently every time.
Torculon. I had to look it up on Google. Yeah,
okay, Torculon. I wrote Toculon. Anyways, to cure Galvatron, it's like basically a psychologist. They do all these weird tests on him.
Yeah.
They cage him up. They try to do therapy. Galvatron just yells at everybody. Then these spider creatures are there. The aliens are kind of neat. They're trying to open his circuits. There's a big network crash. And then Galvatron just goes like crazy and just destroys everything, and he's just not cured. And there's something about an ISO drive, which no one cares about. So it's like,
I don't even know. Yeah. Anyway,
I just wrote ISO drive, and then they never went back to that. Where they do twerking. That's right. It's like TikTok. Yeah. So this one this one's kind of funny and weird, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Steve, did Steve say he liked this one just for the schlock or the silliness of it?
Steve?
I think Steve said he liked this one for the silliness of it because he's
probably. Okay, I'll get into my notes. So it's written by Len Wein, Len Wein.
Yep, that's the one.
Dwayne, which is not Dwayne Wayne from another from, a different world or whatever.
A different world. He with the glasses, man.
He
was flipping up.
Everyone remembers,
dude. The second that guy, I was like, wow, that's the coolest idea ever.
Yeah.
I gotta get those. Yeah.
It's animated by Toei. Soundwave appears. With an audio mistake that reveals how his voice was achieved. So he does the Dr. Claw voice. He did that in, last night when we were watching thing too.
Yeah.
But his Dr. Claw voice is there without the vocoder, making it, Galvatron's reckless insanity in full display at the beginning. Okay, so I have a lot to say. Committing a loved one to a psychiatric help against their will, or them not knowing what's going on, and the Decepticons having to ponder and consent to more and more difficult decisions that they don't fully understand, is way more mature of a theme than the 8-year-olds watching this would ever handle. It's funny because this is something I'm dealing with now, and I'm in my 40s. It's with my parents and stuff. Yeah. It's watching this now, it hits different. This is exactly what I'm going through. Cyclonus is unsure of every step they're taking. I don't know. Is that okay? I don't know. Right. And
because they're like, we'll just do this. Okay. Well, it doesn't even work. Okay. Let's strap him up in this thing and suck out his. I don't know if I want to do that. This is
going to help, and he has to sign shit and everything. It's but the thing is, this is not for kids. This is not even for teens. It's so weird. Another thing was, I remember distinctly this episode would play all the time, more than the other episodes when they were rotating it in syndication. Sometimes it would play twice in 1 week. And I remember one time it was playing in consecutive days. Like I don't know what happened to the order that it was WTV Buffalo 29. They would play
Right.
Transformers and G.I. Joe. And I hated this episode. Because to me it wasn't a Transformers episode. It's like they're not fighting Rodimus. It's like what's happening here?
Right.
And I don't like those doctors and everything, and Cyclonus being helpless against these guys and everything. I didn't like any of it. As I say, watching it now, I get it, but if you have to be 46 to get it, that's a problem. I don't know what they were going for here. Yeah, the segment is a rerun of the Autobots, but yeah, it's a weird one. It's my least favorite. I like it more now as an adult, but I hated this episode as a kid. I couldn't stand it. Like is the thing that made me actually switch away, because I would watch Transformers reruns and G.I. Joe reruns anyways after school. But this one made me switch away to like Oprah and stuff and Donahue.
Oh dear. Yes, Don Perlin. Yeah, Clobby talked about that on his stream.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with a lot of his work, so I don't know I'd have to,
Yeah.
Perceptor gets the best line after watching Galvatron. Bashes Galvatron remarkable. Galvatron is doing most of the work for us. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I hate the Autobots, hate Cyclones, and I'm not fond of you either. Yeah, that's great. That was super funny. Yeah, that was good. I'm not fond. Oh, there he is transforming. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. The next one is Carnage in C minor. Oh dear Lord! All right, this is where everybody sings all their lines. It's not even a musical episode because it's just singing their lines.
Yeah,
Buffalo 29. Yeah, that's right.
WTV Buffalo 29.
Yeah.
But I'll say it's a better treatment of this than Marvel's.
That's true.
Because there's a whole culture and everything established in like this 22-minute episode.
That is true. They did do a better job of establishing the musical planet than they did in the Marvel. The Marvels, it's like someone just thought it'd be cute, and then they didn't really.
And that's all it is. This will be cute. This will be a fun thing people will want to watch.
That's the problem. That's not just the problem with Marvels.
It's hot takes the movie, man. It's just a bunch of sticky notes on a script. It's like, oh yeah, the cats, they have a portal in their stomach so they can eat you and trap you inside. What the hell is wrong? And then they'll play a song from the musical Cats.
Right.
Like, no, shut up. What How is this germane to the story? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the problem with all the Marvel stuff, or at least recently. Yeah. It's all just things where they're just throwing stuff out there. It's like, it's not just a problem with the Marvels. It's a problem with a lot of the stuff. It is hot takes. Like, let's just throw this in. It's like, okay, why? Like, what does this have to do with anything? But anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, the aliens sing. There's like harmonic weaponry, which is kind of weird. I don't know exactly how it works. Of course, Blaster can understand them all, even though they're talking just normal English or whatever. There's all these secrets, and only some of us know the secrets, and each of us only knows one part. And it's like, okay, it's all right, fine. I mean, it's like it was okay, but I just kind of didn't care that much, and I couldn't understand how the weapon worked. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I didn't hate this one. But Joe is saying it's the worst. By far for him. Cats, cats meow. Meow 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 meow.
It's funny, I thought that too, and I didn't sing it. And then you did, and I'm like, I have to join in now.
I'll watch I'll watch all these shows, and then I'll say something or sing something or whatever.
Yeah.
And then my wife will laugh, and I was like, I didn't make that up. That's a real thing. She's like, she's like, you always make up random things. I'm like, I've literally don't make them up at all. This is a real.
Did you sing a Meow Mix song
the Meow Mix? I had to find it on YouTube to show her, like, look, this is real. What was the other one? Do you know the Muffin Man or whatever?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Right. So I was like. She's like, why are you singing these rubbish things? I'm like, that's a real song.
That's a real song.
I was like, I'll find it for you. And I did find it. or mini wheats. Like we all that we'd
Mini
always
sweets.
be like mini wheats.
Yeah.
So it's like what
Yeah.
was so random.
Well,
Anyway,
all those commercial jingles are are the best. Like,
I can't carry. I'm gonna do for this one. I'm gonna do everything in singing. So
yeah,
C minor has maybe the worst animation errors of the G1 EPs. The Constructicons are tiny compared to
yeah.
Magnus, and those music voices are so annoying. J-Man can't carry a tune. Ha! And I'm gonna give you. How do you like that? How do you like that?
So this episode was written by the legendary Buzz Dixon, who's on YouTube. You could go to his channel.
Oh,
And it's animated by Acom. Yeah, so Ultra Magnus is more a leader in these episodes than Rodimus.
yes.
He's more of a take charge man. The planet's called Eurythma. Um, is this So I just said, is this singing planet better than the Marvels? We already established that. I like the names: Allegra, Basso
Yep.
Profundo, Bebop, Scandana. That's cool. It's like a backdoor like pilot or something.
Yeah. If they weren't singing, they'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like they look cool.
Yeah. Broadside is finally seen in robot mode. We didn't really see him much. He was only in his aircraft carrier mode in one episode we did last time. Scamper makes an appearance. Scamper is one of the Autobot City little transformers you get with Metroplex. So that's cool. It's like having Roller around, right? So
Right.
Yeah, the Constructicons, as you said, they seem way too small against Ultra Magnus. It's so weird.
Yeah, his head should be at their like thigh or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's weird that Soundwave and Blaster have to interpret what the characters are saying, even though they're singing in English.
Right.
And yeah, they're not really portraying that very well. So anyway, another quintesson segment again. The quintessons come from quintesson. Blah blah blah. So yeah.
FK sending me all of the ones we were talking about, the Meow Mix.
I like the other day I was singing 439. There's a whole thing. There's a bridge too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell my wife because I sing that all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it like I'll do it like an opera, like 4, 3.
Well, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
It's like I'll do it like really epic, and she's like, "This is like the dumbest crap." I was like, "This is what." And then raise your hands if you're sure. I always. Yeah. I'm sure, baby.
The Toys R Us song. That's a classic too, man.
That is a classic. Yeah. Yeah, but like we butchered that. You know how kids always like butcher it?
Yeah.
My buddy was like, I was playing with the chainsaw and look what I did. He'd put his arms into his so it's like
his shirt. Yeah.
And he had the whole song down, damn it.
Oh god.
I'll never remember what I don't want to grow up. He had the whole song. He's like, I don't want to grow up. But there's things like, I'm a Toys R Us kid. Like, I was playing with the chainsaw. I did. Like we butchered every song. Like I mean, like it was. I thought that's all we did is. Anyway,
we could go on a whole tangent.
We could just go on get on with it. All right, Transformers. What's the next? Oh, Quintesson Journal. That was a cool. This was. I think this is a pretty good. This whole Quintesson Journal.
Yeah.
Oh man,
this was neat. Yeah.
I like a lot of the. I like. There's like this whole journal thing going on where like this journal makes a few.
Yeah, it makes some appearances.
So what were the two again? What were the? I could not get the names of these factions that were fighting each other.
It's Zetaxis and Lanark.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's the negotiations. There's they found the quintesson single. The Autobots got sucked through or whatever, and then the quintessons were giving weapons and stuff to the. It was like this whole weapons thing where they're aiding the war on or whatever. I guess like they're destroying their worlds. Like I don't get what exactly the quintessons. They just want to like, just destroy everything. They need to get the journal back, and there's the whole like peace conferences there. I'm trying to find a good. The aliens looked. What I'm liking about there's a lot of cool like alien. Oh yeah, these tree.
They're trying to make it more Star Warsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different crazy aliens and stuff. The one I think it was I can't remember which faction looks like guys from the prequels. Like they're in cloaks and they have these like goggle eyes and stuff.
Oh gosh. Oh, is it this?
There's some of them there, and those guys.
There they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah,
that looks like droids, man.
Yeah.
What's Chris saying that this is the jumping the sharks episode? Yeah, really. I know Chris Strings, but I can't sing it. American Patriot. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know all this. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I thought it was the French and the German. Yeah, I don't know what the Français and the German. Okay, yeah. So this looks like droids.
Yeah.
Like if someone had posted this, we should do that. We should host a trivia night and just get these weird and say, okay, what is this from?
Yeah.
And you try to figure out like what the hell.
Weird aliens all the time in these ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, like lizards and all sorts
lizard
of
guys
things.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote it's written by Richard Merwin, animated by Akon. Autobots is intergalactic peacekeepers again.
Yeah.
Predaking appearance, that's cool. Another Outback appearance as well. Just get that toy out there, I guess.
Who's not doing well in the sales? Outback, throw them on the next one.
Yeah. This time they're on a jungle planet, so it's this weird jungle planet. That's cool. There haven't been a lot of appearances of the class. Well, the toy Sharkticons. Like they show all sorts of different Sharkticons, but not the ones that were on the shelves that you can buy. So here they show one, like the brown piranha guys. The quintessons have been manipulating conflict and disasters on other planets for profit, and they're fueling conflict between both the Zetaxis and Lanark. An episode about the military-industrial complex for 8-year-olds. Once again, not a great choice. Right. Kids don't care. But hey. And they have a new segment this time. It's Metroplex and Triptychon.
Yeah.
So they talk about the two cities. They refer to Triptychon as Decepticon City, but the thing is that they never treat it as such. They show Metroplex as the home base for the Autobots, but they never show Triptychon as like their inside Triptychon planning stuff. They never really show that.
He's not actually like functional headquarters.
Right. And we talked about this before with the movie. In the movie, they refer to that base as Autobot City. And I think that's supposed to be Metroplex, but he never turns into Metroplex. I don't know. I mean, I know in 5 Faces of Darkness, they have to get the transforming cog to him. Maybe that's the transforming cog that makes him transform into Metroplex.
Oh, it has to be because he couldn't transform
in the movie, but it seems manual. Like they have to do shit to do it.
Yeah. That was very confusing. It wasn't confusing when you watch it because you thought, oh, that's just what it is.
Metroplex hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, and then when you retroactively go back, you're like, wait, was that supposed to be Metroplex? Why is it so weird? And he doesn't. He transforms ish, but not like into
he just fortifies and stuff.
Yeah, but that sequence is awesome. Like they're trying to get in before it all closes up or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the Hot Rod is still outside, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like Cup and Hot Rod are still outside, or It's like but like that was weird, but it is neat. Here's the these guys are wicked.
Yeah, they're cool. They didn't make the other guys till way later on, but it's one of these things like It's like, oh, that movie was just to sell toys. Really? There's no quintessons. It's like the prominent Sharkticons that they showed were the alligator guys. They never made them.
Yeah.
They never made Unicron. They were trying to make Unicron, and he looked crappy, so they didn't do it. But yeah,
And the Sharkticons are badass. Oh my god.
yeah. The toy was cool. I had
The
him.
toy is cool.
Yeah.
You have a G1?
Yeah, I don't anymore. I sold it, but
We'll
like,
take a look at some of the toys once because I want to get through these. Okay, next one is the Ultimate Weapon.
yeah,
Okay. Which is a big fake out. There it is.
which you can tell in 1 second. It's a big
Like,
thing.
what is this fake thing? It looks like, what the heck is this? Is like your iPhone or something.
Yeah,
The Ultimate Weapon right here, guys.
he is an ineffectual leader. God damn, man.
Yeah, the leaders here, I don't know if this is like some big undertones or something. So you got your oh gosh, there's the pacifist, First Aid, right? He's the big pacifist guy.
Right. Yeah.
Metroplex can't transform. Swindle has a great thing here where it's just like he's like, well, what's in it for me? This is where you start getting the Rodimus is doubting himself.
Yeah.
We did get the Stunticons versus Defensor, so that's kind of cool. Though the one arm is gone. We had the Aerial Bots and Tripticon.
Mm-hmm.
We had Daniel in here. We had the switching of the cogs, which made them all like F them all up or whatever. Just messed it was a cool fight, but they were all like wonky, like they're like transforming wrong and stuff. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And First Aid is useful. This is the big because he's on that big junk robot planet thing, and then he becomes useful again at the end. So it was a big, you got to try harder in your life, and it was a big lesson episode, but I still kind of liked it.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, it's written by Arthur Byron Cover, animated by Toei. Yeah, so in the beginning there's some sort of war in Sweden or something,
Right.
and so the Protecticons are dispatched. And then they're using the buildings as like fire cover as they're shooting. I thought that was kind of neat looking. There are too many stories around these transforming cogs. I talked about this. They use the Globulus introduction song cue when showing Tripticon fight a bunch of ships and then Swindle trying to swindle Galvatron. I don't know if you remember. It's like a dun, dun, dun. I don't know if you remember that music cue, but
no, I don't remember.
I remember that from G.I. Joe the movie, and they from this episode onward they keep playing it. It's like they're just pilfering G.I. Joe stuff at this point.
Right. Where was G.I. Joe at this point?
G.I. Joe, I think season 3 was out. No, there's no season 3. I think the movie came out around the same time as Transformers the movie. I think the movie's at 87, I think. I want to say. So I guess season 2 is still in rotation.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Why would swindle Galvatron? Yeah, why would you do that? He's crazy. Triplicon's rampage is awesome. He almost steps on a family. There's cops. He squishes their car. He goes into town. It's pretty cool. I like all that stuff. Rodimus complaining about leading made me not like him even more. First Aid causing trouble again. He in his first episode in season 2 or something, he's an ass. He's like, oh, I want to do that. Where the Decepticons really using humans to repair them enough for Spike and Daniel to fool them as pretend workers. Like, they never really show this, but I guess they have humans repairing them because it's like nothing to them when Daniel and
yeah, it's like, why are there humans here? It's like, oh, we're just making sure everything's good. Oh, thanks, guys. What? I was completely stunned. I'm like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're just repairing Tripticon. Everything's okay. Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, are there humans that have teamed up with them? I guess there would be.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. And I wrote a note here to say, because I was like annoyed by First Aid, like they can't do anything without this one guy, and I was like, don't you have more guys to repair? But I forgot Ratchet and Wheeljack died in the movie.
Yeah.
So First Aid is their only mechanic left, I guess. And this is also confirmation that First Aid survived the movie because he wasn't around in the film, but he was in season 2. So, yeah.
Yeah.
First Aid, the figure was awesome. He's basically Sideswipe, but like different color. But he's pretty cool. He's like a Lambo.
Is this
That's not First Aid, man. Well, maybe a new one, but
this all looks like this is First Aid, isn't he? Yeah, this is him.
What? I thought First Aid was Red Alert. I'm getting him confused with Red Alert. Sorry, man. Red Alert was the Lambo.
Oh yeah. He's cool. Awesome. Yeah, he is awesome.
Okay, so First Aid's one of the Defensor guys.
Yeah, that's why they have no arm because he left or whatever.
Yeah,
you got no arm.
You're part of a freaking team, man. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's brutal.
Stupid ass.
All right, next one is the big broadcast of 2006. Oh, this is not going to work anyway. No, it will work. Okay. All right. Let's look at good. This is where they brainwash them. We got a female junkie on though.
Yeah, that's cool.
So again, it's the journal thing again. The Junkions, they get all like brainwashed and turned weird, but then even Galvatron gets a little bit messed up too, and hypnotized, and then the journal's lost again into space or whatever. But I had Rekgar G1 that like soon as I saw the movie, I was like, because prior to that, I always I love everything. And as everybody knows me, I just love everything. I don't care. It's like if someone's like, oh, what do you think of Inhumanoids? It's awesome. What do you think about Visionaries? It's awesome. I don't care. Everything's awesome to me. I love all of it. Yeah. But when you're a little kid, you either have your allowance, which you just pick what you buy, or you have what you can ask for Christmas, and you can only ask for a limited amount of things. And it's like, you know that like you're going to give your parents a list of 20 items and you're going to get 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll be the top 5.
Yeah.
So you got to pick those slots, right? Yeah, so it was mostly He-Man, G.I. Joe, and Superpowers. I would buy with my He-Man. I would buy with my allowance money.
Yeah.
Transformers was like occasions because they were bigger, unless you buy some of the small ones, which to me weren't really anything that special.
Right.
But I did get Grimlock. I did get Rekgar. Mostly the people I wanted were from the movie, but I couldn't get Cyclonus. I couldn't get Hot Rod. I couldn't get Galvatron. Those guys. I wanted Shockwave too. Everybody wanted that. But man, I did get Rekgar, and I thought he was friggin' awesome. I know he had that weird, he didn't he looks much cooler in the cartoon.
Yeah.
But I just thought I love the Junkions. I love the talking TV, and the problem is you're watching it now. You're thinking, man, how irritating is it to write those characters? It must be really irritating. But there's so many lines. There's I heard a Get Smart line in there. Like
they had a lot of fun with this one.
They did like this one.
Yeah. And they make fun of G.I. Joe, as Just Joe was saying.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Did you have notes for this?
Or? No, yeah, my notes are that I just really liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's written by.
I have this. I bought this immediately. The second I saw Rekgar at Walmart, I immediately bought them. I'm like, I don't care. I must have them. I would even consider getting this one. But anyway.
It's just a figure, right? It doesn't transform, yeah.
Oh, he's so cool.
Yeah, written by Michael Reeves, animated by Acom. Toy Story Sharkticons in the beginning, so that's cool. Rodimus being bored by his job made me dislike him even more. An episode about media messaging was probably way too complex for their 8-year-old audience. Omega Supreme makes an appearance. He survived the movie. He was no help in the big battle in the beginning of that movie, but hey, whatever. The Junkions are funny here with the 50s and 80s references. What was the name of the G.I. Joe thing? Like American Jack or something like that. It's like, and they're like, "Yo, Jack," or whatever.
What was it? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was like the cartoon. Let me see if I could see it again. Where is it? Here it is. It's this one, right? What were they called? I can't remember, but that was super funny. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and my final thing is agreed TF for birthday and Christmas gifts at best. Yeah,
because they're expensive and they're like that. The one thing with Transformers that everyone had a certain. It was one of the few toy lines where you did coordinate a little bit. Like, I had Grimlock and I had Perceptor, I had Wreck-Gar, I had Snarl, I had Optimus Prime, but it was given to me, so I didn't have it at the time of this.
Right.
And my friend had Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Starscream. And then another kid had Soundwave.
Yeah.
I had Rumble. I don't know how I had that just on its own, but maybe they sold them on its own. I don't know. Or someone gave it to me or something. But I had Ravage and Rumble just by themselves.
Yeah.
And then hold on a second. Who else did I have? So, like there was actually no overlap. Like, we could get
usually there wasn't unless it was Optimus or Megatron. Because I didn't have a lot either, but I kind of did for a kid of the 80s. I know we know someone that had everyone, but like the thing is that most people like didn't because like their parents weren't mega rich or anything, and they weren't going to buy all these like $50 like toys, right? But I had like Optimus and Megatron one Christmas. That was cool. I had Ironhide and Jazz. I had Dirge. I didn't have a lot of villains. I had two of the cassettes I mentioned before, Rewind and Steeljaw. Slag, I had him. So I had quite a few guys. But the thing is that I wanted more villains for them to fight and stuff. And way later on, I got a Power Master. I can't remember his name now. Dreadwind or something like that. I have
Dreadwind. The Titan, whatever.
The Titans Return. Yeah. My last note on this is
no. Oh wait, do I have this?
Just the guy I had.
I think I have this right now.
That's cool.
Like,
he was a cool figure because at that point they're getting better at the articulation when they're a robot. So I enjoyed the Power Master thing, like the motor turned into a guy, and that was cool. My last note for this is the title is inspired by the four 1930s big broadcast movies, which I watched on Sunday matinees. They're awful, but they're awesome because they star so many people. But that's something that would go way over a kid's head,
right?
Like they're not gonna like watch the big broadcast of 1936 or whatever it's called, right?
I didn't see any of those.
Yeah,
is this the G1?
That's the G1 one, yeah.
That looks pretty damn awesome.
Cool, yeah. And when he's a jet, he's pretty cool too.
Wow, that's shocking. That's actually pretty good.
It's cool, yeah. Yeah, I know those guys merged to make a super jet.
Oh my god, that is the best.
That's the thing, you don't merge to make a super robot, just a super jet.
So, wow, that's freaking awesome. Well, I'm glad I have that guy. It was I was just buying, I didn't even know who that was. I was just buying anybody because once that toy line started to die out, I was like, I better just get who I can get. I just bought anybody. I didn't even care.
And that's the thing about like watching the Japanese shows because he's in Super God Master Force. I'm like, oh my god, because as you say, like you have a guy, he's your favorite. And so and I regretted that they stopped the cartoon short of like going on to these other segments in the toys. But Japan didn't, and so I got to see an animated version of this guy. It's pretty cool,
So he's in Super God.
That's why those cartoons are great. That's why to me they're still G1 because it's the G1 toys,
Right. And they must have used them in some other thing too.
Yeah, he's in the comics as well, like the IDW comics.
Right. All right, last one of the night.
Woo!
Dweller in the Depths. This is freaking crazy.
Yeah, guess who wrote this one?
Yep.
Not some no-name guy, man.
Oh, dude. I saw the name. I was like, I didn't even write a note down. I didn't even note it because I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
And people are pumped up for that new Batman.
Yeah.
Just an FYI, this name is not on that new Batman.
So F it.
So be careful. You know whose name is on there? Someone who's appeared in Phantom Menace. No, it's J.J. Abrams. So is on that.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it sucks. Because
it's on that. Oh yeah,
designs. I'm like, these all suck.
You better take your expectations and you better effing dig a hole and shove them in there and then bury them.
I haven't screwed Batman yet. That's
a
big thing. And
people are starting to say, "Oh, what do you think's gonna be better, X-Men or Batman?" I'm like,
yeah, but the problem
is no way that
Batman thing has a reputation problem because I think people think it's a continuation of the original series, but it's not. It's a brand new cartoon.
No.
The thing is, it started as that, and then they just threw that away. But everyone still thinks that it's a continuation of the old cartoon. It's not.
It's not.
I can't wait for them to flip their lid over this thing, man.
Oh, they will flip their lid.
Yeah.
Especially after X-Men 97 is a massive, like, bloody awesome show. You're like, they should just play those last 3 episodes in the theater.
Yeah.
They should just put that in the theater right now. Just edit it together and put that in the theater.
Oh, I'd go. That, man.
I'd watch that.
There's some big budget stuff in that. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's literally the best thing. I would cancel, except for the first 2 Mandalorian seasons. I would remove all Disney Star Wars and all Disney Marvel shows. I do like WandaVision, so I'd keep that. Remove all those and just put X-Men and be like, there's your Marvel and Star Wars, because like that X-Men is so clearly above everything else. I don't believe they produced it. I think Japan produced it and then they gave it to Disney and Disney just put their name on it because I don't know. I can't.
That Bo DeMaio guy was a fan. He
literally was a fan.
Yeah.
Wow. After all that, it's like the guy actually cared about X-Men. Okay. Anyway, well, in the depths. Well, this is just bloody insane.
Yeah.
So there's this monster that sucks energy. It's an energy vampire. The Quintessons want to let it loose on Cybertron. They trick the Decepticons into I don't need my notes because this is just so epic. They trick the Decepticons into going down and releasing the damn thing. There's more dude. It's surprising you as you go because you're like, okay, they're gonna release this monster, and they show you, oh, there's this big monster. Then there's more monsters than you thought. I was like, wait a minute, there's extra guys down here.
Yeah.
And then they get turned into these zombie vampire things, and then there's this massive monster. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then Cybertron's like, I'm just going to fight these guys anyways.
Yeah.
And then there's a fight there. And then this thing goes up to the surface. You're like, oh shit, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, this was bloody insane.
It's wicked, yeah.
They should have played this in last night's play this thing, man. Like, this thing was crazy. Yeah. So, well, Sean, I'll let you talk about the writer, but like, I mean, as soon as I saw that, I thought, oh, this is going to be pretty good. I think. I was like, oh shit, yeah. like, there's like these sitting up, like, oh god, I gotta sit up for the and I'm watching these on the floor. Some of these I watched on my computer because they are on YouTube. So guys are on YouTube. It's on Hasbro's website, so it's not.
Yeah.
They're on YouTube, so I'm watching for convenience on my lunch break. If I'm working from home on my lunch break,
it's easier to just watch on YouTube.
I can just watch it on here. Yeah. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, I got to watch this on the 4K TV. I can't be farting around on the internet for this one. And I was, oh shit, it's epic. So go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so it's written by Paul Dini. He had written for like He-Man and other things too. But it's cool that like, and I don't know if he had leeway to just do whatever the hell he wanted.
Right.
Like, this is pretty cool, and I don't know if he had hand in direction too, because there's some cool stuff in this. So it's animated by Toei. There's a lot of visual flair in this. There's Japanese speed lines when Galvatron yells at the Decepticons in the beginning. It's like
I didn't notice that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's a lot of animation coolness, more so than the other episodes. I don't know why. There's a cool part where
you're right. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's cool. There's a cool shot of RC doing a backflip and then
Yes.
shooting her gun.
That was badass.
Awesome. I was like, who did that? What the hell? It's all cool storyboarding stuff, like great animation stuff. The inner catacombs of Cybertron are shown to be organic with rocks, etc., and that plays into Beast Wars and Beast Machines later on. The techno-organic thing that plays into Beast Wars and Beast Machines as well. They use that term actually, and that's from this episode.
And this Transformers 1 has parts of Cybertron that are not.
I don't know if that's Cybertron. It probably is, but they're probably going to get into that as well. So this is a fairly groundbreaking and lore making episode, even though it's like a weird specialized horror thing, right? Yeah, and I just wrote like this is a spiritual predecessor to Sunbow's later Inhumanoids.
Yeah.
Like you could watch this and then watch Inhumanoids. It's the same kind of thing. This is kind of like Decompose's episode in that where he's turning guys into mutants and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I was impressed by the animation and the design work in this as well. Lots of great use of shadow. You see it with that octopus guy and everything.
No, it's bloody awesome.
And the way things are revealed is a lot like a horror movie. Very well done. And very cool. Very un-Transformers like compared to other Transformers episodes, but as a cool episode, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's slightly random.
Yeah,
and like it's like, oh, what's this? Like now it's all of a sudden we've got this like, weird kind of.
And the
horror
monsters
one,
are kind of scary. Like they're like that.
Shit, this thing was bloody awesome. I'm like, oh my god,
it's badass. It's probably the most badass episode of this. That and then Ghost in the Machine. That's pretty cool.
That's cool too. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should do. I said this. We had talked about this before. They should really do. You know what they should really do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do 4 seasons the way and the movie can be left as is, but they should just take season 1 and edit together maybe like like a 2.5 hour thing or something like that. Make it a 2-hour thing and make that like a condensed season 1 and put that in the theater, remaster it, like sharpen it up, right? Like, put it to 5.1, put that in the theater, call it Transformers Generation 1 Part 1. And then do Transformers Generation 1 Part 2. You take season 2, make it in a 2.5 hour movie, put that, remaster those, then do the movie. The movie could be part 3 as is. The movie's perfect on its own. And then maybe do this entire thing in 2 parts or whatever, right? Like, or just 1. And then end it, and then don't have the rebirth stuff. Just like don't do the headmasters and all that, and just have that be, and then and bring those out on 4K and whatever, and be very easy for people to watch. I love Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z was 300 episodes. Unless you're a hardcore, it's virtually unwatchable because no one's going to sit there and go through all those. There's so much filler. Then they did Dragon Ball Kai, which was 100 episodes, and it was just the manga. And it's bloody awesome. And now I own all of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and Z and Super and GT. I own everything that's come out. The full ones, but I rebought Kai, and I'm probably never going to watch regular Dragon Ball Z again. I'm going to because it's so epic when it's just those 100 and every episode is like on point. Can you imagine if they just did a 4-pack and not the best of it? They just put the episodes like merge them, put some work into it, Hasbro. Forget this Earth Spark and all this other bullshit stuff you're doing. Take these cartoons, remaster them, keep the audio, keep the dialogue, lay out the audio tracks, same music, but relay them out in 5.1, sharpen up the picture quality, right? Make it widescreen, whatever. Do each one, do 4 parts. Now the movie's already done, so you already have the 4K of that. The other parts you can do, and just have it be like 2.5 hours or 3 hours each, and then that's it. The whole thing. And just imagine how epic that would be. And then that would be G1 Transformers in 4 parts.
Yeah.
I mean, and we would buy that on 4K immediately. We'd all go to the theater for all those to watch it. It'd be super epic.
Right.
Instead of putting all this work into a lot of these cartoons, which no one cares about, I will say, so Earthspark, I do have one toy. I have Elita 1 from Earthspark.
Yeah.
It is the cheaper price points. So it's the cartoon for little kids and cheaper price point toys.
You're right. Okay.
So I understand. This is why I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah. There'll be another one anyways. Yeah.
We're adults. We don't lose our minds over this stuff.
Yeah.
This isn't like, Superman, where there's only very few live action Supermans.
Yeah.
When are we going to get the proper one? That's what I'm asking. Yeah. Transformers, there's so many cartoons of Transformers. It's been redone, re-edited, revamped, rebooted a million times. This is the little kitty Transformers. I saw that Earthspark. I thought, this doesn't look very interesting. It's not for me. It's for little kids. Like my nephew can watch and be like, yay. Like there's no plot going on. They're just, we have to run away. And then they're just fighting. Like, okay, what's going on here? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. My nephew loves Transformers. And then now I can buy him. My cousin who's she's like, I can't afford these. My mom's calling me. This is crazy, Sean. My parents are calling my mom's calling. She's like, he really likes Transformers, but she's like, Jason, I went to the stores and they're so expensive. They're like $40-$50. I said, okay. And I'm like, are you talking to me like I don't know what's going on? That's like, I know. And she's like, is there cheap ones? I was like, no, there isn't. So finally now with this Earthspark and some of these other Piddly cartoons, if you go to the little kitty section, they have ones.
Okay.
And it's like a small Bumblebee, small Optimus. They have like Starscream, and he's really tiny. It's like basically it's like he'll fold, his arms fold, and then his legs fold, and then, look, it's a jet. Like it's like three moves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I understand. This is what, this is for the little kids now.
Right.
It's like the Spin Masters, or what are they called? The little guys for Superman and
yeah, Spin Masters made those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was able to buy my nephew like the Batcave or whatever.
Right.
It was like $50 or something. It wasn't like $150.
No.
Right? It was like $40 or $50 or something.
Yeah.
I'm at Value Village. They have the Blu-ray Transformers movie. Oh, nice.
20th anniversary DVD. Yes. Because it has a lot of features in it. There's
get it.
Yeah, get it, man.
Get it. I have it. I have every version of that movie. I've rebought it 100 times. Get it. Yeah, no, this was insane. Yeah,
I don't know about like splicing them all together because that's kind of what they didn't really do that, but they tend to be episodic, right? So like you watch one and it begins and ends, and you watch another one.
But you can, but there's some that don't do anything. Like there's some that like there's some episodes that can just be removed. Like you're like, this has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
like Galvatron, like Web World, like that could just be gone.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if you're going to release these and try to get people back in, you're going to watch that one and be like, what the hell was that? Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like you could take the ones that are good and just use those and just do like remaster those, like remaster the top 7 of season 1, the top 7 of season 2, the top 7 of season 3. And like, you could put those together as a pack and make it cheap, make it available.
Yeah. I was going to say too, it's a shame. Oh, the ending had
that was crazy.
Same ship. Yeah.
They jettisoned the power core.
Yeah.
And that guy went with it.
I was going to say like, it's a shame that G.I. Joe is not as popular as Transformers. Cause like, to me, that's ready made for that. What you're saying, because those 5-parters that they made.
Yes. They're all good.
Those are already spliced into a movie each on Hasbro Pulse, so they could just put that out, and they're an hour and 40 minutes, and it's like that first one, like they're all awesome. It's like that first one, and then Pyramid of Darkness, Revenge of Cobra is the Weather Dominator. I think the first one is Mass Device, The third one is Pillar of Darkness. The fourth one, which to me is the best one, Arise, Splinter, Arise.
Yeah.
And of course, the movie. But all those, you can release those if you wanted to. If you think there's G.I. Joe fans out there, release the. I would totally go to see any one of those.
Oh,
That'd
hell
be
yes.
awesome, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be super pumped up.
This is a G1 Galvatron. I had him for a bit. I liked him. He's a big, solid block.
Yeah, he's neat.
Yeah.
Using that to like, he's so purple here in the toy.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. It's like he didn't look like he.
No,
he's
they
not,
never made them look exact to the thing.
like, why couldn't this just be purple?
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Like, it's weird. It's like, look at this. Like, this is.
Yeah. But when they animated that, why didn't they? I mean, I guess the toy came after or something.
There, someone did the toy.
Yeah.
Someone recolored it like the toy. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Dun.
Okay, so let's take a look here. Tomorrow we're doing Fantastic Fridays, so that's going to be epic tomorrow with all of those. And there's a massive spoiler, so don't go look it up. Don't look it up. And then what do we got coming up? We got Legion. Let me see what else. Let me check my schedule here. I guess we're gonna do the last Transformer stream for a little bit. We're just taking a break. We're gonna move on to the X-Men and stuff. Just because X-Men's hot right now, so I thought may as well just do it.
Yeah.
When do you want to do the next? So we're going to go see Furiosa.
Yeah.
It's Furiosa, not Furiosa. You know, do you remember that? That's from Harry Potter.
No.
Where Hermione, like, they're trying to make the feather or something.
Oh,
they're trying to make a boat.
Yeah.
And then Ron is like, Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah.
And then Hermione's like, it's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa, right? I was like, it's not Furiosa.
Yeah.
So we've got so I can do Tuesday you want to do Tuesday the 28th?
Tuesday the 28th.
Or Thursday the 30th?
Let's do Tuesday the 28th.
All right. Transformers final countdown. The final countdown. All right, Sean, what's going on your channel?
Still posting reviews. I posted the Deathstalker review.
Yes.
That comic is pretty awesome. And I posted just the Adventures magazine thing, going through all of that from 1997, all the big hot releases coming out back then, which seems awesome now because it's stuff I would be excited for, which I'm not excited for anything now. Well, no, it's like Men in Black seemed like a new cool thing, back then.
Oh, Men in Black 1?
Yeah.
When that came out, I was like, wow, this is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And then part 2 came out, it was garbage. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I saw 2 and 3, but I was like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But part 1 was really cool.
Yeah, so tune in, comic reviews. I'm going to do more trading card and magazine stuff in the near future.
Cool. I'm going to post my my last Kumite review. I'm going to get that going probably in a minute. And so tomorrow's Fantastic Fridays. And then Monday is the Legion live stream, 3 epic comics. And then on the 30th, we're going to finish season 3 and what we're calling season 4, which is just a few episodes. So that's going to be epic. And then we're going to go on to X-Men. It won't be too long, and then we'll go on to whatever. We'll figure it out then.
G.I. Joe or something.
There's still Thundercats, which I was wanting to try.
Yeah, Thundercats. I want to try that too. Yeah.
So there's a lot there, but anyway.
Chitara is coming out as well. They're making a whole Chitara series.
Oh, like comics or
yeah,
comics? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
yeah.
I saw the exclusive covers and stuff. So that's
of all the. I mean, do them all, I guess. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know. I stopped reading the comic. I just couldn't. I read
The
the
comic is getting a little long in the tooth. I said
It's
that,
long.
I think, in my last review. I was like, guys, we were excited, and then what are you doing?
No, I don't like it. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it or anything. I'm just done. The thing is, Transformers is fire.
It's so good, yeah.
And G.I. Joe with Larry Hama is awesome. And even the G.I. Joe titles that are part of the Skybound stuff, they're not too bad either. Cobra Commander, last couple have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Scarlet's coming out. Destro's coming out.
So I think there's going to be an Energon G.I. Joe series, but
Yes.
I think it's a mini-series. So
it'll be, they're doing these one character titles. So once Cobra Commander and Duke are done, it's going to be Scarlet and Destro.
Yeah.
And then they'll do it that way. Because they don't want to compete with, I guess, with a real American hero, which is also part of Image. So I don't know how that's going to really work. But Larry Hama's is just awesome. I don't know why. I can't get enough. I just think it's so cool. So
yeah, they have figures of all those guys from that comic. It's like Don is a figure, and yeah.
Oh, do they? That's cool.
I'm considering getting that, actually.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's a figure of Dawn?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's a classified or something. It's that scale. Like, it's not through 3/4 inch.
Right, it's like a bigger one, right? I'm gonna have to look and see.
Is it not on there? I saw it before.
Oh, the G.I. Joe classified figures are wicked. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, that's it. Thank you to the chat. Thanks to the Legionnaires. Thanks everybody to watch. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Fantastic Fridays. That's it. Let's go. Oh no, I was gonna say until next time. That's He-Man, but let's do Till All Are One.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.